Inga, amma da sauri. Abdulsamad. Abdulsamad. Wallahi lafiya alhamdulillah. Hey, let me see you. From where?
I'm from Abuja.
From Abuja? Bang. Excellency. President University. Muhammad Isra. Shalom. Salam alaikum. Papa, he is the president of the university.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. How are you? Thank you very much.
So we can go direct to Bismillah. manta ba mu dauki input din ba saman ba ma ko ka dauka input sai mara ku dauki subhanallah ai kamar na mic din an samu mic itu buda masih ba buda sai da
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. We welcome our august visitor, Honorary Hassane Mossi, who is here on behalf of the family to declare open a building named after his late daughter, Rakieyatou Hassane Mossi, who passed away some few days ago. May her soul rest in peace. This building is dedicated in her memory for her contributions to knowledge and her immense contribution to the development of Africa. She's a daughter of Africa who we are very proud of, and today the founder of this university deemed it fit to name this nursing school after her. So without wasting much time, we are going to hand over the opportunity for the formal opening of this building in her memory and in her name. Thank you so much. So President, step in so you can hold everyone on sides.
See you back.
Yes, also that will be unveiled by the father, Yes, just pull it down. Just pull it down. You see the name engraved in stone. This will forever be a remembrance for her. Anybody that comes to this building will see that it is named after her. May her soul also rest in peace. Yes, I think somebody should read it after it. Yes.
This building named Rakieyatou Hassane Mossi, School of Nursing Science. It was commissioned by her father, retired Colonel Hassane Mossi, on Monday, 29 August 2022.
Yes. I believe from here we move to the Senate building where we're going to.
The name School of Nursing Science is now named Rakietou Hassane Mossi in the memory of our late illustrious daughter of Africa. Yes, thank you. So we move to the Senate.
Wannan tubeless kai baka ɗaukan wato kana ta yawon banza. Musa,
All staff of MAAUN should please hold on until our visitors get entrance.
Daddy. Daddy. Sana daddy.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله على النبي الكريم. Our visiting family are here today in MAAUN, Nigeria, for a single purpose of who today is being honored posthumously, named a building in the university after her, to number one, appreciate her life as somebody who has done development work and has been a proud daughter of Africa. In our midst are her immediate family, led by her father, Colonel Hassane Mossi, retired, who came all the way from the Czech Republic with the family to see this building named after their illustrious daughter. Our heart is heavy with grief, but we are also thankful to Almighty Allah, who has given her a life worthy of emulation by all others. May her soul perfectly rest in peace. Ladies and gentlemen, we commensurate with you in your loss. And of course, we've been with you all the way through prayers since the event took place in Abuja, Nigeria. I particularly appreciate the kind gesture extended by our founder and chancellor of this university, Professor Adamu Abubakar Gwarzo, who has been all standing throughout this grieving period. May Allah reward him abundantly. Ladies and gentlemen, today is not a day of speeches. Today is a day where we commensurate with the family and then allow them to appreciate what this illustrious son of Africa, Professor Gwarzo, has done not only to the family, but to the entire family of Africa. I would like to invite the father to give us some remarks over this naming of this building, after which the president will say his remark, and then probably we move to the mosque where we offer prayer by the Imam of MAAUN, inshallah. So Colonel Hassane Mossi retired. I would like to invite you to say some few words regarding this gesture extended to the...
Really want, in the name of the family, to present to you our appreciation, because naming a university in Nigeria is well known in Africa. So when you use the name of somebody who is not from Nigeria, and you use the name, that means a lot. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you very much on the name of the family, and to recall us really what it means to be a leader. I used to tell it, leadership is a character. If you want to define leadership, it means how will you influence the people? And if you really want to influence the people, you have to use how they write that influence. The I stands for integrity. That means you know what to do. The N stands for nature your group, your people. The F stands for you have to have faith on your people. And the U is you have to understand them. You have really to be emotional about the people. You have to be natural. You have to be a good communicator. And finally, you really need to set for an example. When you feel all these things, then you become a good leader. That's exactly what is happening today. That's why the family is very happy for you to do this. And comme on dit, nous profitons de cette occasion pour présenter nos condoléances à ses amis, à toutes ses connaissances et aussi bien à sa famille. Merci beaucoup. Que Dieu nous assiste.
Merci beaucoup, Colonel. Merci beaucoup. But I'm amazed with his English. Thank you, Colonel. Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Rakieyatou Hassane Mossi, has had contact with the faculty of this university. And some of us known her personally and have been impacted by her wall of humility and then intellectualism. I would like to call upon one of our own who has worked with her and has something to say about the life and times of late Rakieyatou Hassane Mossi. I would invite our impeccable Sufi to please come over as a development partner who has worked with her to say some few words about the late Rakieyatou Mossi. Sufi is an NGO person. He has been working on development in Africa and has had so many encounters with people that worked in that line. So in few words, Sufi, how could you describe the late Rakieyatou Hassane Mossi? Thank you very much, the founder, the president, the father, and the entire family, and all the guests and colleagues. It's quite difficult to stop thinking about Rakietou Mossi every single hour, every single day. Since around 2019, when the founder linked me with her to start working on different projects in Africa, between the ACT Foundation and her, I begin to see a different human being that exists in our current present situation. Rakietou Hassane Mossi has been very supportive, very innovative, with many different ideas about how to change Africa and how to make impact to the people at the grassroots, especially those who are most among the most vulnerable. I worked with her during COVID-19. We worked together, we brainstormed on how we can help people who are seriously affected and don't know what to do. We developed a lot of projects on empowering rural women, but one key thing about Rakietou that everyone should remember: she's very patient, she's very supportive, she's very smiley all the time, and she never gets tired of telling you that we need to continue keeping up these fight challenges. One of the most important things about Rakia, despite all her busy schedules, she never missed her prayers. She is the one that always tells me when we are meeting, Sufi, it's time to go for prayers. I know I'm weak in that area. I always, every single morning, she's the first I go to see her status on WhatsApp, because she reminds me about saying of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala of the Quran, and also remind me of the saying of the prophets about everything that includes peace, unity, loving each other, and support one another. In fact, her Facebook sharing post, her Twitter sharing post, including LinkedIn, are all about sheikhs around the world. That includes Sheikh Menk, Sheikh Fantami, and many other prominent religious leaders around the world. So she becomes my inspiration despite her religious, interest, but she never indicates any disinterest from any human being. I believe we missed somebody that the world needs right now. She changed my perception. I've been working in development cycle before I met her for about 20 years, but meeting her completely changed my entire life. To be frank to you, I've been crying up to today. When President informed me about her death, I remember I was asking, which Rakietou? Because I have that doubt. We spoke 3 days before her death because we are planning to do a project between Niger and Nigeria on building the capacity of poor women to become the creators of jobs in the next coming of years. So it's not easy. I'm looking forward to see who I can rely to. Thank you.
It's very emotional, honestly. Yesterday, Professor Ibrahim Ali Fantami was with us here in this hall. How I wish the family could have met him, because Professor Fantami has been a very inspirational person, especially to the late Rakietou, because all the time she posts his, what we call sermons and preaches on our Twitter account, on our status and everything. And she always quotes exactly the very essence of why we are humans and how we can impact the lives of others. So the family, of course, would have about late Rakietou Hassane Mossi, is Alhaji Abajidda, a versatile lecturer in the Department of Nursing Science in Maryam Abacha American University of Niger. He has an encounter with her, and he will share in few minutes how his life was touched and the lives of others by this very, very gentle woman.
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. My brother Sufi talked on Rakietou about her social life, so I will talk on her religious aspect. The Prophet ﷺ said, when you die, whatever you die on, you will be raised on your last deed in this world. And the last deed of Rakietou in this world is to post the hadith of the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So to tell you that what she did is something good. About 2 hours or 3 hours to her demise, she posted the hadith of the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And again, Sufi said, whenever they met, she talked about helping people. She always talked about helping people. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, whenever a person dies, two angels will come down when her funeral activities are taking place. The angel will be listening to what you are saying. After the funeral activities is over, they will go back. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask them, where are you from? They will say, we are from so-so person funeral activities. Then Allah will ask them, what did you hear about my servant? She is good, she used to help people, she used to do that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say, she has done so many things that have guaranteed hellfire to her. But because of what people have said, I have forgiven her and admitted her into paradise. So by that, if you look at the activities of Rakietou, you will know that she is somebody that always thinks about helping people. And again, another thing that will tell you that the life of Rakietou is full of emulation is that the Prophet ﷺ said, on the day of judgment, the first thing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask in your activities is salah. And again, the Prophet ﷺ says, whoever performs the 5 daily prayers, then be a witness for him that he is a believer. So if you look at that, alhamdulillah, we can't say she is guaranteed for the paradise, but looking at her activities, inshallah, Rakietou is among the dwellers of Jannah. Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, Alhaji Abajida, for this. Dr. Abajida, Alhaji Dr. Abajida. Okay, thank you, fine. So, Dr. Jidda, thank you for this comments on the late Rakietou Hassane Mossi. I believe the next person we are calling to say a few words about her is Alhaji Musa Lawal Jibia, who also knew late Rakietou Hassane Mossi, for some few moments. And I believe he has something to say about her. Alhaji Honorable Dr. Lawal Musa Jibia.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. As Abajida and Sufi said, I have some few words regarding Rakietou Hassane Mossi. We met with Rakietou last 2 years ago. She sent her sisters to Maradi. On their way, they had an encounter with police. They caught them and took them directly to Napti. Mr. President called my attention and gave her my number. She talked to me, we went there, I do all I could to bring them back. After that, I was talking to her in my home. My wife asked me, who is she? I said, talk to her. It's Mr. President that directed me to help her sister. So from that very day, she asked my wife to have her number, and from that very day, they continue the relationship with my wife. In fact, 2 days before her death, she asked my wife to buy some stuffs for her in Kasina, and she sent that to her. When she died, I called my wife. I said, Rakietou is dead. She screamed, what? I said, yes, she died. I'm right now together with Mr. President. She said, oh my God, I just sent her goods yesterday. I said, that's how death is. So Rakietou is someone that is trustworthy, is someone that, as Supi said, whenever you look into her status, it's just preaching and words of Allah. So on behalf of my humble self and my family and the entire management, I wish Rakiet to rest in perfect peace. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you for this comment. Before I call on our president, Maryam Abacha, American University of Nigeria, Professor Muhammad Israr, to say some prayers to the late Rakietou Hassane Mossi, I would invite the registrar of Maryam Abacha, American University of Niger, Alhaji Dr. Shaibu Tanko Idris, who has worked closely with late Rakietou Hassane Mossi. And I would like to remind all that are seated here that we are here not only for the celebration of our life, but to also offer prayers for the repose of our soul. May our soul rest in peace. Dr. Tanko, briefly, please. Thank you.
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على من لا نبي بعده النبي الأمي سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. With due all protocol observed, I stand here in order to present my condolence to the family, well-wishers of entire family, so to say, and well-wishers of Miss Rakietou Hassane Mossi. Actually, Rakietou Hassane Mossi, to me, I can say, is even a relative, not only a friend in need, not only a friend in terms of working, but also is part of me because actually she is friendly, generous, humble at the same time, and also is a lady that didn't even take the world as anything. Looking onto her dress, simple, she is simple actually. Interaction, she is simple. Gentle, and also all the time you will just see her, or when she is interfering with anybody, she will just be smiling all the time. She don't have, based on my knowledge, she don't have anybody that maybe you will say that she is having a grudges with him. Mr. President, my boss is here. He called on my attention, sent her number to me as visitors from Kira International. He said that make sure that you have received this, my people, give them all what they are in need. Ensure that they have been accommodated and also feel at home. And at the same time, I respect his words. I also call her number, introduce myself as the registrar of Maryam Abacha American University of Niger, Maradi. And she was so proud and so happy, as if we knew one another before. She was just smiling, saying that Malen Shaibu, immediately after I introduced myself. She arrived in the school, we related together with her. We discussed in respect of how we can be able to promote the institution. To my greatest surprise, my boss is here with me, but because she is so simple, she just said that, no. This thing's supposed to be changed because I told Adamu, I don't know. I told him that this thing's supposed to be updated because now we are in a global era. I could recall by then there are some of our bosses that have been branded, all with pictures. She now said that, no, it looks so odd. No, it's just like a catering service boss or something like that. It didn't look like a school boss. So I now say that, actually, thank you very much for your observation, and we are going to do something on it. That is how we depart. We go around together with her colleagues in the office. We discuss vividly, and also, actually, when we are about to even dispatch, she was asking me, where is Murtala? I didn't see Murtala. I said that he's in the office. I have to call on the attention of Murtala. She was laughing when she saw him. So humble, I have to escort her up till where they kept their vehicle in order to ensure that we have said a goodbye. And that was my end with Rakietou. The last and sad moment I had from my boss is the passing away of Rakietou Hassane Mossi. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. I feel painful. But indeed, I believe that Almighty Allah loves her more than us. So may Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant her Jannatul Firdaus. May Almighty Allah forgive her shortcomings, forgive our shortcomings. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shaibu Tanko. Mun sani cewa ta shaidar da aka yi wa mutum idan ya rasu, ita ce shaidar da Allah yake ɗauka. Idan mutum ya rasu, aka yi shaida akan aikinsa na alkhairi. Wannan aikin alkhairi, our president of Maryam Abacha University, Kano, Professor Muhammad Israr, give us some prayers and to say a few comments about the late Rakietou Hassane Mossi. Prof.
Assalamu alaikum. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. May her soul rest in Jannatul Firdaus. May her soul in Jannatul Firdaus. May her soul in Jannatul Firdaus. Allah Ta'ala आप रकीयतू हसन मौसी को जन्नतुल फिरदौस में माला अता फरमा दीजिए, आमीन। अल्लाह ताला आप उनके सारे दर्द को हटा दीजिए, आमीन। बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाहि रब्बिल आलमीन, अर्रहमानिर्रहीम, मालिकि यौमिद्दीन, इय्याका नअबुदु व इय्याका नस्तईन, इहदिनस सिरातल मुस्तकीम, सिरातल लज़ीना अनअमता अलैहिम, गैरिल मग़दूबि अलैहिम वलद्दाल्लीन। अल्लाहुम्मा अजिरना मिनन नार या मुजीरु या मुजीरु या मुजीर। अल्लाहुम्मा रब्बना आतीना फिद दुनिया हसनतुन व फिल आखिरति हसनतुन व क़िना अज़ाबन नार। रब्बि ज़ल्नी मुक़ीमस सलाती व मिन ज़ुर्रियती रब्बना व तक़ब्बल दुआ। सुब्हाना रब्बिका रब्बिल इज़्ज़ति अम्मा यसिफून व सलामुन अलल मुरसलीन वल्हम्दुलिल्लाहि रब्बिल आलमीन।
Prof, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. Mubaraku. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe at this juncture, we are going to have a small presentation in honor of our late sister, Rakietou Hassane Mossi. The Governing Council and Board of Trustees of the university, under the leadership of Chancellor, founder of all the group of universities, both Niger, Canadian, Franco-British International University, Maryam Abacha American Universities, would like to make a formal presentation to the father of our late sister, a posthumous PhD degree. I would like to invite Colonel Hassane Mossi, retired, to please come to the podium to accept the president of Maryam Abacha University, the registrar of Maradi, please come over, for his contribution of late Rakietou Hassane Mossi, a posthumous PhD in honor of our immense contributions to humanity. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. This is given to the family. Please extend our condolence to the whole family. Thank you. Merci beaucoup. Merci. Ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, I would have the privilege and singular honor to
Bienvenue à MAAUN, de la part de l'université Maryam Abacha American University, du Niger, du Nigeria, Franco-British International University de Kaduna, Canadian University of Nigeria, Abuja. Je vous souhaite, soyez les bienvenus à Kano. Je manque de mots parce que c'est dur. Nous avons tous pleuré. Mais cette semaine, je me suis dit que je ne dois plus pleurer pour Rakietou parce qu'elle est au paradis. Parce que, sans vous mentir, c'est rare d'associer, d'avoir une associée comme Rakietou. Je me rappelais quand j'ai connu Rakietou, comme disait Soupi, des fois, les prières de hasard, la hasard, je les faisais au même moment. Elle me dit, Adamu, le monde est petit. Tout ce que tu as, n'oublie pas Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Tu étais créé par Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Il faut savoir que tes prières à l'heure seront une récompense dans l'avenir. Donc, Rakietou, ce que nous venons de faire maintenant pour la honorer, on n'a rien fait. Elle mérite toutes les honneurs du monde. Rakietou, c'est quelqu'un très gentil. Tous mes collègues qui travaillaient avec moi, qui connaissaient Rakietou, quand je les ai annoncé que Rakietou est décédé, la majorité ne me croyait même pas. D'autres me disent, Adamu, le monde n'est pas gentil parce que nous avons besoin de Rakietou. Mais, alhamdulillah, notre Créateur, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, a décidé, et comme nous le savons, la mort, c'est un examen que personne n'échouera. Rakietou a passé. Peut-être prochainement, c'est Adamu qui passera, etc. J'ai eu des leçons de la vie avec Rakietou. Rakietou, c'est une femme très simple. Rakietou appelle son chauffeur Baba, c'est-à-dire papa. Ce qui est un peu difficile, parce que moi je connais l'éducation des enfants d'élite. Les enfants d'élite, même le frère de leur papa ou leur mère, ils ne peuvent même pas l'appeler avec un nom sage, parce qu'ils sont des enfants d'élite. Mais elle se comporte humble, respectueuse. Elle souhaite à tout le monde du bonheur. Je me rappelais quand j'ai voulu créer cette université à Kano, Rakietou était aux États-Unis. Elle a rendu visite à sa famille. J'ai appelé Rakietou. Elle a dit, Rakietou, moi, je voulais créer deuxième université à Kano. Elle me dit, c'est très important. Kano, c'est ton origine. Fais de ton mieux et établis une université à Kano. Parce que celle que tu as à Maradi, elle n'est pas nigériane, elle est nigérienne. Donc, fais de ton mieux. Établis une université privée à Kano, du même nom. Parce que je me rappelais de temps en temps, je soulignais à Rakieyatou que je suis critiqué parce que j'ai fait l'université Maryam Abacha au Niger. Je disais à Rakieyatou, ceux qui nous critiquent ne savent pas la raison et nous ne sommes pas prêts pour leur dire la raison. Nous acceptons leurs critiques. Elle me dit, Adamu, tu dois me dire, c'est quoi? Ils t'approchent de quoi? Je dis, ils disent que l'université doit être à Kano et puis on est parti installer à Maradi. Je dis à Rakieyatou, au début, le système du Nigeria, par la grâce de Dieu, c'est nous qui l'avons changé et ça serait dans l'histoire. Je dis, je suis le premier indigène de Kano à avoir établi une université privée. En ce moment, je disais à Rakieyatou, pour établir une université privée au Nigeria, il faut avoir 200 hectares. Il faut déposer au gouvernement du Nigeria 2 milliards. Il faut construire encore. À part ça encore, il y a d'autres trucs. Donc, et puis, le processus est un peu lent. Il faut prendre à peu près 7 ans, 5 ans avant d'établir une université privée. Je disais à Rakia, grâce à notre pays, le Niger, grâce à notre pays béni, le Niger, on a pu établir une université privée à l'avantage des étudiants nigériens. Donc, on s'est installé dans le sud du Niger, à Maradi. Quand on s'est installé à Maradi, on avait commencé avec 250 étudiants. De maintenant au Niger, on a à peu près, avec les masters, tout, on a à peu près 7000 étudiants. Donc, je disais à Rakieyatou, grâce maintenant à nous au Niger, la commission universitaire du Nigeria a appelé une réunion d'urgence. Que le jeune Adamu Abubakar Gwarzo a été très intelligent. Il a établi une université au Niger qu'on ne pouvait pas le réguler. Il ne serait pas régulé par l'État du Nigeria. Donc, commission universitaire du Nigeria a appelé une réunion d'urgence que tant que Adamu Abubakar Gwarzo a reçu au Niger, donc nous sommes en problème. C'est quoi notre problème? Il faut qu'on réduise nos protocoles pour que les Nigériens puissent établir des universités privées au Nigeria. Je suis été appelé par le Sénat du Nigeria et l'Assemblée du Nigeria pour que je vienne défendre ce qu'on appelle délocalisation. Comme je suis professeur en internationalisation, ils m'ont appelé de venir défendre délocalisation. Je me suis présenté devant le Sénat en ce moment sous la dirigeance du sénateur Barao Djibril, qui était sénateur chargé de l'éducation. J'ai souligné à Barao Djibril qu'il y a des universités américaines ou des universités britanniques aujourd'hui qui ont des campus qu'on appelle délocalisation à Dubaï. Je l'ai cité par à peu près cette université, Université du Canada à Dubaï, Université de Brigham de Dubaï. Je dis, on appelle ça délocalisation. Parce que délocalisation, c'est très facile. Quand tu as une université dans un pays, et puis le ministère du pays dit que c'est une université de réputation, maintenant, le pays d'accueil te permettra à te délocaliser avec le même nom. Maintenant, en ce moment, je me suis défendu au Sénat du Nigeria, ce qu'on appelle le Bill à passer. Quand c'est à passer maintenant, grâce à notre intervention, nos frères de Dubaï, une université qui s'appelle Skyline University, elle a quitté Dubaï pour se délocaliser à Kano. Maintenant, ils ont eu leur premier campus à Kano. Rakia, elle passait, elle allait vers Kaduna. Elle a vu Skyline University of Nigeria. En ce moment, j'étais au Canada. Elle m'a appelé par WhatsApp. Elle me soulignait, Adamu, je viens de passer, j'ai vu la première université privée délocalisée au Nigeria qui s'appelle Skyline. Adamu, tu attends quoi? Je dis oui. Moi, cette délocalisation, ça nous permettra aussi de revenir au Nigeria très bientôt. Je dirais que tu reviens à Kano. Elle me dit elle doit aller à Kaduna. De Kaduna, elle va à Abuja. De Abuja, ils se sont vus à Bangkok. Elle était dans un séminaire. Elle a rencontré Constance. Constance, en ce moment, c'est elle la directrice de section privée de commission universitaire du Nigeria. Comme je ne la connaissais pas en ce moment. Rekia l'a appelée. Elle dit, Adamu viendra te voir. Pardon, assiste-les avec tout ce que tu peux. Quand je suis allé voir Constance de la part de Rakia, Constance, c'est une dame qui est un peu difficile selon les promoteurs des universités privées. Mais quand je suis venu la voir de la part de Rakia, j'étais bien accueilli. Elle ne me connaissait même pas, elle connaît même pas qui je suis. Elle m'a bien accueilli. Elle m'avait donné de l'eau, elle m'a même amené la viande. Que quand elle était à Bangkok avec Rakia a payé sa chambre parce qu'elle avait perdu son argent. Rakia a payé sa chambre pour une semaine à l'hôtel. Elle disait, ah bon? Elle dit oui. Mais moi, Rakia ne m'a jamais dit ce qui s'est passé entre eux. C'est maintenant à elle de me dire le passé qui était passé entre eux. Donc, je dis à Constant, je me présente devant toi, quelle assistance pourras-tu me faire? Elle dit non, monsieur Adamu, tu as eu la chance, tu es venu de la part de Rakia. Sinon, on avait attendu que tu es en train de construire une université privée sans nos avis. Parce qu'au Nigeria, quand tu commences par construire, il faut les avertir, ils viennent vérifier, tu continues à construire, ils viennent ici non, ici comme ça, il y a des modifications que la commission universitaire doit être parmi ceux qui vont vous conseiller, même la construction. Et elle me disait, mais maintenant, la guerre entre moi et toi, c'est fini grâce à Rakietou. Elle dit, mais madame, moi je ne te connais pas. Elle dit, non, tu me connaîtras quand tu vas nous écrire que tu veux que nous venions dans ton université. C'est là que je te ferai du mal. Si vous voyez comment les gens, si on dit Constante vient dans une université privée, tout le monde a peur. Mais quand elle était venue, elle me disait, Adamu, toi tu as déjà gagné mon cœur avant que je ne vienne ici. Il dit, mais comment j'ai gagné ton cœur? Elle dit, non, Rakietou a fait un bon travail pour toi. Donc moi je ne suis pas venu ici pour te donner des mots de tête. Moi je suis venu ici voir ce que tu as et te donner des conseils. Elle dit, d'accord madame, donne-moi des conseils. Elle me dit, ok, fais ça. On a tout fait, on a arrangé avec Nourayaro. On a envoyé à Abuja. Maintenant, quand on a envoyé, le secrétaire de commission a envoyé au président. Le président a approuvé notre licence de l'université Maryam Abacha du Nigeria. Donc, vous voyez comment Rakia, que cette université ne peut jamais oublier Rakia. Rakia est parmi l'équipe de cette université à vie. Rakia serait dans notre cœur à vie. C'est pour cela, si vous regardez dans l'histoire du Niger, parce qu'avant de nommer le nom de Rakieyatou Hassane Mossi, il faut d'abord envoyer au ministère du Nigeria pour qu'il signe. qu'il y a une faculté qui est nommée d'après Rakieyatou Hassane Mossi. Parce que prochainement, toutes les lettres qui seront adressées aux facultés seraient Rakieyatou Hassane Mossi School of Nursing. Donc, il faut informer le ministère que la faculté de sciences d'infirmerie a été changée sous le nom de Rakieyatou Hassane Mossi. Quand j'ai envoyé la lettre de confirmation au ministère de l'Éducation du Nigeria, le ministère me disait elle est la première Nigérienne ou première étrangère d'être nommée par une université au Nigeria. Donc déjà, ça dit beaucoup de choses. Donc, il faut que nous remercions Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. La vie de Rakieyatou Hassane Mossi, c'est une vie à humilier. C'est une vie de sagesse. C'est une vie des gens du paradis. Donc, peut-être parmi nous, on a qui ou elle, on ne s'attend pas. Pardon, il faut qu'on se pardonne. Parce que Rakieyatou, tu l'as fait du mal, elle te fait du bien. Tu l'as fait du mal, elle te fait du bien. Et tu l'as fait du mal, elle te fait du bien. Donc aujourd'hui, elle est partie. Donc, la vie, c'est juste, on est venu, c'est juste un marché. Quand tu finis, tu quittes. Rakieyatou a quitté, ça reste nous. Donc, nous souhaitons Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala nous aide aussi pour qu'on puisse faire même 50% de Rakieyatou. Parce qu'avoir 100% de Rakieyatou, c'est un peu difficile. Mais nous prions que nous pouvions faire au moins 50%. Donc je ne vais pas prendre beaucoup de votre temps. Laisse-moi un peu traduire peut-être 5 minutes pour que nous continuions à la mosquée centrale de MAAUN pour la prière de notre sœur Rakieyatou Hassane Mossi. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I've been trying to tell the family of Rakieyatou Hassane Mossi, who is Rakieyatou Hassane Mossi. Because most of you, or all of you, the faculty, staff, etc., I think this is the first death that you see. I'm worried. Because when I heard the death, I was shocked. But I know, like I always said, it's an exam that everybody must pass. So Rakieyatou has passed. Maybe next time it's going to be Adamu Abubakar Gwarzo, etc. So this life is very, very simple. Like I was trying to explain to the Demis family, the assistant that Rakieyatou rendered to Maryam Abacha, American University of Niger and Nigeria. There's a time I was talking to Rakieyatou Hassane Mossi that Nigerians are criticizing Mr. Adamu Abubakar Gwarzo for establishing a private university in Niger Republic. She was asking me why. I said, the reason is not something that I'm going to publish or I'm going to state. But you, Rakieyatou, I'm going to tell you the reason. But based on difficulties of Buhaha, of Nigeria University Commission, I remember around 2003, 2004, if you want to set a private university in Nigeria, you need like 200 hectares. You need to deposit 2 billion to Nigeria University Commission account for a duration of 10 years. But the establishment of Maradi has changed and internationalized Nigerian government. Because they all believe the aim has been achieved. In Maradi, 99% of the students are from Nigeria. So even if the university established in Kano, in Sokoto, in Kebbi, the population are going to be Nigerians. But Rakieyatou, we spoke one day, she was telling me, Adamu, you are wrong. I said, why I'm wrong? She said, you need to establish a private university in Kano. Kano is your origin. Maradi is not your origin. I went back to hotel, I couldn't sleep, I was thinking of her statements. Kano is your origin. Maradi is not your origin. I said, this young lady really gave me a gentle advice that I should take note and did a logical analysis. I should come out with a better conclusion. I called her, when are you coming to Kano? She told me she's coming to her auntie house maybe in the next 2 months. When she came to Kano, I took her to this place. At that time, I was having only one portion of this place. The wisdom of talented Rakieyatou. She told me, Adamu, you should try and buy all the houses surrounding this reputable institution. I said, why Rakieyatou? I said, this place is enough for me. Just this portion. She said, no, try your best. Because if you refuse to buy, at the time of the need, they are going to add money to you and you cannot make it. I listened to her gentle advice. I start looking for the owners of the houses. I start buying one by one, one by one, one by one, one by one. At the end of the day, I'm able to secure the place, the premises for the university. Also, she came back again to Kano. I took her in the same premises. I said, Rakieyatou, all this place now belong to Maryam Abacha, American University of Nigeria. She said again, what are you waiting for? I said, I have to start building. She said, but you said that the regulation in Nigeria is very hard. I said, yeah. She said, what is going to happen? I said, I don't know, but I will try my best. I will start building. Maybe if I was 9 to have a university, I will convert it to health technology, etc. Fortunately, after 4 weeks, Professor Muhammadu Sunusirano just gave me a call. I was in Maradi. They said the chairman Senate Committee on Education and Ted Fund, Mr. Barau Jibril, want to see me. I said, why he want to see me? Professor Sunusi told me that the Senate, they have come out with a resume that the successful of Maradi should be replicated in Nigeria. So now, Mr. Barau Jibril invited me to Senate to defend why we must delocalize a foreign university. Because a lot of southern Nigerians have been trying We have MOU with a lot of universities in India, America, etc., because they want to do what we call in internationalization, delocalization. Delocalization of a university is something that is acceptable by UNESCO law. The Senate, I think, at that time, Aliu Meringa, he was there with me at that time. We explained to Barrow Jibril that the world is beyond Nigeria. The world is moving faster, and we are still using all ideas of regulations. So we must amend our regulations, and we should keep up to the international level. Mr. Barrow Jibril told me, okay, Mr. President, I'm going to call my colleague, they will ask you questions, and you respond to the question accordingly. I presented myself. All of them, they are wondering. They were asking me my age at that time. I think I was telling them I was 30-something at that time. They are all 30-something. And you could be able to establish a private university. I told them I established the first private university. I was 28 years. I say I'm less than 30 when I established the first university. So what are you saying now? I'm old. I'm 30.
They say, okay, so can you defend the localization of institutions? I say, I now just bring example of Dubai. I bring example of Malaysia. I bring example of even Paris. It's a London School of Economy. They were having a campus so-called delocalized campus in Paris. So I try to bring all the argument internationally in Bangkok. Some schools are delocalized. They are originated from London, from US, and now they are delocalized in Bangkok. They are delocalized in even Hong Kong. I've tried all the argument. They asked us, we should put it in written. At that time, Ali was there, he was taking notes. We now went back and we put all in written. We give it to Mr. Barrow Jibril. At the end of the day, the bill got it, is now into law. And the first people to enjoy that privilege was a university from Dubai called Skyline University of Nigeria. When the law has passed, they now went to NUC because it has been long time. They want to establish a university in Kano because at that time we don't have any private university in Kano. Everybody is worried to have a first private university in Kano. When Skyline came, they went to NUC and NUC told them there is a regulation already. So it's okay. What do you want to do? We want to have our name called Skyline of Nigeria in Kano. So Skyline got the approval. When Rakietou was going to Kaduna, she's on her way to Kaduna, she called me. Adamu, I think around Canada. Yeah, she called me. She called me at that time, I was up. She said, Adamu, I was just passing away. I saw one university called Skyline University of Nigeria. I said, yeah, I'm aware of the university. She said, so Adam, what are you waiting for? This is your idea. This is what you have been fighting for. And it happens, and you allow others to take over. I said, Rakia, I'm working on it, and I'll be there. She said, at that time, my brother, Professor Rashid, was not the chairman of LUC. She told me she had a contact with one lady called Constant in Bangkok. Constant was the director of private education in LUC. She sent me the number of Constant at that time. She said I should go and meet Mrs. Constant. I went to Mrs. Constant. Mrs. Constant was telling me at that time, we had all your news. You have been building university. You didn't invite us for assessment because you think you are from the north. You are whatever they at that time. But you are lucky. The person that sent you to me. She's very nice. She paid me a 7-night free in Bangkok. So I think I'm going to pay her back because she's the one that sent you to me. So I'm going to pay her back. So Mr. Constant exonerates me from feeling from A of intent to establish a private university. In the law of Nigeria, you have to present yourself to the NUC. They will do what we call a check background. Who are you? What have you been doing? Do you have any criminal case internationally or whatever? Mr. Kosen exonerated me from that form. He said, I have to pay back Rakietou. So she gave me the form. And the process has started. And that is why you see she's the first Nigerian to be named in the history of Nigeria. This honor will not only be in Nigeria. I think we'll continue Honorary Rakietou. Very soon we will open a scholarship to be named after Rakietou Hassane Mossi. And we will give more chances to people from Niger, where she's coming from, so that her name will be in the memory of our dear citizen of Niger. Even though she's honored in Nigeria, she will be also honored in Niger. I will even in the future we will negotiate with Niger government. We will build a school. And we name the school after Rakietou Mossi. We will not if it's Maryam region or Niamey region. We'll ask them for a land or a dead school that we can renovate, and the ministry can guarantee the school will be named after Rakietou Hassane Mossi, so that people of Niger will always be seeing the legacy of Rakietou Hassane Mossi. That also we will continue investing in borehole, so that she will rest more in peace. Because it's very important. Because Rakietou Hassane Mossi, she's godly. And I pray I should emulate her. Because I can tell you, Rakietou, she's too good. She's far good than Adamu Abubakar Gwarzo. I can testify this. Rakietou, I cannot come. I've been in this life over 44 years today, but I never seen a good person like Rakietou Hassane Mossi. So thank you for your time. Adamu Abubakar Gwarzo remain one of the family of Rakietou Hassane Mossi. So I am part of the family. I remain family member, and I'm proud of the family, because the character of Rakietou is reflecting a good image of the family. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, for this very long but very important address. This shows the content of the heart. If somebody is grieved, you allow him outpour his emotions. Don't stop him. Because wallahi tun da nake mun yi rashe da shekara kala. Wallahi ban taba ganin president ya rikice kamar wannan mutum. Ya kira ni bai ma san ya kira ni ba. Yana kuka, yana cewa Alhaji Bala duniya aikin banza ce. Ya fi minti 45 bai ma san me yake cewa ba. Ni kuma na yi shiru saboda tun da muke mun yi rashe-rashe kala-kala na jikinmu sosai, amma wallahi ban taɓa ganin kanuwa a wajen president irin wannan karan ba. Kuma abin da yake faɗa gaskiya ne. Sorry, Mr. President, with due respect. Namaste. What we're saying in essence is that the quality of life she spent on this earth is worthy of emulation. And like he rightly said, we have just set a 500 million naira foundation on education, subsector development. And I believe a scholarship out of the segment will be named after Rakietou Hassane Mossi. Sure. That is for sure. That is for sure. Probably part of what he's saying is that the foundation will build a school in the Czech Republic where children of less privilege will be attending without paying any cost. And then we know in Islam, only few things survives a nice person. A good word, maybe a son or a daughter, a sadaqatul jariyah like a mosque, a well, or anything like that.
And then that is exactly what he's saying. We are going to build boreholes in the Adamu Abubakar Gwarzo Foundation. So the reward will be given to Rakietou Hassane Mossi. I think there is nothing else anybody can do to economize them better than this. Ladies and gentlemen, Colonel Hassane Mossi, you have to thank your God. Your daughter is a shining star. Even at the end of her life, we are still celebrating her life. So thank you so much for raising a very responsible, intelligent, la verite daughter. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, because of Maghrib approaching, we are going to have a prayer session at the Grand Mosque outside. The mosque is belonging to the university. The chief imam is waiting for us. We are all going to go there now after the prayer session before Maghrib prayer. Thank you so much and God bless. Thank you. Please get seated until the first family and Colonel get their way. Somebody should please take them to the mosque.
Okay.
وأولئك هم المهتدون. Ubangiji subhanahu wa ta'ala yana ce a cikin alkur'ani mai girma, allazina iza asabatuhum musibatun, wanda wata musiba ta same su, musiban mutuwa, sai me za su ce? Qalu inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. Su halice mu akan akwai ajalin da ya kaddara mana, in lokaci yayi mu koma gurinsa. Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. To me sakamakon su? Ulaika alaihim salawatun min rabbihim wa rahma wa ulaika humul muhtadun. Wa innan alaihim rahmatun. Wa innan mutane inda ka rasa zai musu rahma. Inda kace inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. Amma in kace baka yadda da kaddaran ubangiji kace wa yana cewa ulaika alaihim salawatun min rabbihim wa rahma ulaika humul muhtadun. Wa innan rahma Allah zai saukar musu rahma, kuma shirarru ne Allah zai shirye ka. To Allah ya sa a yi haƙuri a samu wannan lada na rahma kuma shiriya. Annabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam wata rana a makabartan Madina sun binne wani sahabi, suna wucewa sai ya tarar da wata mace tana zama a kan kabarinta, tana ce wayo Allah na ya karɓa ɗana gashi, tana maganan ɗanta a kan kabarin ɗanta. Kuma annabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam ya ce mata ki haƙuri baiwar Allah, ya ce alaika anni, bar ni da al'amarina, baka san ciwon da abin da yaro na wannan kiwon da nake yi ba. Sai bayan annabi ya wuce, sahabbai sun ce mata ai wannan shine annabi, yana baki haƙuri kinki. Ita kuma sannan tukuna ta gane annabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ku shaida na gina masa ibnu lahu baitan fil janna, ku gina masa gida a cikin aljanna. Inda ya ka rasa ɗanka kace alhamdulillah inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un, ubangiji yana ce ma mala'iku ibnu lahu baitan fil janna, ku gina ma wannan bawana gida aljanna. Saboda me? Na karba dansa samar fuadi, kuma yace inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un, kuma yace alhamdulillah fasammuhu baital humut, kuma wannan gida ku yi masa sunan na godiya. To saboda haka ba abin da zamu gaya maka, a ƙara haƙuri. Haka Allah ya kaddara, mu ma muke jiran lokacin mu. Kullu nafsin za'iqatul maut, kullu nafsin, kowace rai za'iqatul maut, za ta ɗanɗana mutuwa. Ubangiji yana cewa inna ma tuwaffawna ujurakum yawmal qiyamah, lalle za a ba ku ladan gobe kiyama. Komai da abin da muka yi gobe kiyama za a ba mu shi. Saboda haka ina ƙara maka tuni a ƙara haƙuri, a ƙara haƙuri. Allah ya ba mu haƙuri. Tun yau juma'a biyu muna mata addu'a, an ce mana Professor Gwarzo ya ce a yi mata addu'a juma'a biyu da jama'a, muna gaya jama'a mata addu'a. Yau ma ga malamai aka yi mata sauka, an yi mata la ilaha illallah hailala 70,000. Allah kai wa ruhinta, Allah ya sa ta futa. Mu ma lokaci mu in yayi Allah ya sa mu cika da imani. Salati 10 gaisuwa ga annabi sallallahu alaihi wa sallam. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. وقرأت فاتحة الكتاب آية الكرسي. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم. آمن الرسول بما أنزل إليه من ربه والمؤمنون كل آمن بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله لا نفرق بين أحد من رسله وقالوا سمعنا وأطعنا غفرانك ربنا وإليك المصير. لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها لها ما كسبت وعليها ما اكتسبت. ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. اللهم لا تدع لنا في مقامنا هذا ذنبا إلا غفرته ولا هما إلا فرجته ولا دينا إلا قضيته ولا مريضا إلا شفيته ولا ميتا إلا رحمته ولا ميتا إلا رحمته ولا ميتا إلا رحمته ولا ضالا إلا هديته ولا ولدا إلا أصلحته ولا جاهلا إلا علمته ولا غائبا إلا رددته ولا فقيرا إلا أغنيته ولا مظلوما إلا نصرته ولا حاجة من حوائج الدنيا والآخرة هي لك فيها رضا ولنا فيها صلاح إلا أنتنا على قضائها ويسرتها برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم ارحمها فإنك بها راهم ولا تؤذبها فأنت عليها قادر. اللهم الطف بها فيما جرت به المقادير إنك على كل شيء قدير. يا نعم المولى ويا نعم النصير. غفرانك ربنا وإليك المصير. اشف مرضانا وارحم موتانا واختم بالباقيات الصالحات أعمالنا. اللهم احشرها في زمرة سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وتحت لوائه. اللهم اسقها من حوض سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم شربة هنيئة مريئة لا تظمأ بعدها أبدا. اللهم اجعلها مع النبيين والصديقين والشهداء والصالحين وحسن أولئك رفيقا. اللهم اصل ثواب ما قرأناه ونور ما تلوناه إلى روحها. اللهم انقلها من ضيق اللهود ومراتع الدود إلى جناتك جنات الخلود في سدر مخضود وطلح منضود وظل ممدود وماء مسكوب يا غفور يا ودود. اللهم اغفر لحينا وميتنا وشاهدنا وغائبنا وذكرنا وأنثانا وصغيرنا وكبيرنا إنك تعلم منقلبنا ومثوانا وأنت على كل شيء قدير. اللهم من أحييته منا فأحيي على الإسلام ومن توفيته منا فتوفوا على الإيمان. اللهم لا تحرمنا أجرها ولا تفتنا بعدها واغفر لنا ولها برحمتك الواسعة التي وسعت كل شيء يا رب العالمين. بسر فاتحة الكتاب جميعا. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. الفاتحة.